Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I'm Big Skooma and we've got another Apex Legends video for you today. So with the release of my last video, we reached 200 subs. It's a big milestone for me. I know it's not big in the scope of YouTube, but I really appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. Didn't think I'd actually get to 200 subs this fast, so I'm really happy with all the feedback and support you guys have been giving me, so thank you very much for that. And we are looking to blow past that number and continue to grow. So if you guys enjoyed the content, please consider liking, subscribing, and giving feedback through comments down below. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, for those of you familiar to my channel, you'll notice that I have suffered a minor relapse. Throughout the course of Season 16, I have been all about Vantage, really enjoying her, diving deep into what makes her good, why I think she slept on, and etc, etc. But I have relapsed to my main, if nothing else temporarily, but I'm back on Lifeline and just having an absolute blast playing her. The only positive thing about this relapse is that the legend I've relapsed to just happens to be a doctor, because I think she's a doctor. She certainly pretends to be one, but hopefully she can get me straightened out. But enough about that, guys. In this video we're going to be reviewing Season 16, where we're at the moment, as well as covering the Sun Squad event, which we've now all seen the trailers for. It's scheduled to drop March 28th. We're going to be discussing the Ash Heirloom, we're going to be discussing the collection event skins, and we are going to be discussing the new LTM Heatwave. But yeah, guys, kicking things off, new collection event. Love to see it. We're always excited to see new heirlooms coming out, new collections of unique skins. I'm glad that it's a some unique skins and not a reskin event. Although I know a lot of people get excited to get another opportunity to buy some of their favorite skins, and especially when they're recolors. But yeah, I like seeing some fresh content personally, so I'm pretty excited for this event. I'm not sure I'll be running around in a bathing suit in Epicenter and World's Edge and etc, but still excited to see some new skins coming our way. But yeah, let's talk about the new heirloom. Ash finally has her heirloom coming. I know Azazel's been dancing in his underwear somewhere when he saw this announcement, and finally saw that it was something cool and not a mask like we had leaks of. Really exciting for him. Really excited for all you Ash mains. A little salty. I knew it was coming, but I don't play Ash, so I'm still hoping that a Vantage heirloom or Newcastle heirloom, some of the support characters I like to play, will be seen in heirloom soon. I'm not getting my hopes up, but I'm very excited for all you Ash mains out there. I, for one, am pretty excited that it turned out to be the nunchucks. There was a lot of people saying and leaking that it was going to be her mask. She'd take off her face and smack you with it, or I don't know. There were some other ones too, like toenail clippers or something. I don't know, but it was pretty lame. The stuff that was generally believed to be what the heirloom was going to be, and that would have just been pretty lame. It's the same. It goes in the same vein with Horizon getting a pen. I know that apparently that's back in talks of being what's coming out, but for her, I really hope it's not, because you gotta do better than that. Like for the money you guys spend on these heirlooms, they're not cheap. If you're not lucky enough to get the shards from a pack, pretty lame to get something that couldn't even really classify as a weapon. So I was pretty pumped to see it was the nunchucks, and I know Zaze will be really excited for that too. But yeah, no, the animations look really cool. Really excited to see it in action. Really excited to get smacked by it when I'm going up against Ash, and cursing myself because I hate the melee. Let me know what you guys think below about about her heirloom, and if it was what you hoped for, if you're hoping for something different, and or if you're hoping for a completely new different legend getting an heirloom. But yeah, let me know down below what you guys think of that. All right, and our next topic is the Sun Squad collection event skins. Now, we haven't seen the entire catalog of skins yet, or at least I haven't seen that yet. However, we did get to see a number of skins, including the coveted Loba swimsuit skin that everybody was freaking out about, and now they're freaking out for a different reason. Everyone's very disappointed that it is not as risque as people were hoping for. I knew that it wasn't going to be the case. I'm glad that that's the case, because I come from playing a lot of MMOs myself as well, and one thing I hope I don't offend anybody by saying this, but actually I don't really care. But one of the things that irks me is you run around and half the character, people playing as their female characters running around naked so they can stare at their own character. Kind of weird, so I'm glad that that's not the case. I didn't want to see a bunch of voluptuous Lobas running around in skimpy bikinis, but I do feel for those that were counting on that for, their whatever. Yeah, I'm not gonna finish that sentence, but no, I think it's for the best. I don't think I honestly don't even know if they were really planning to do that originally. That sounded from the the Twitter accounts and the conversations between the devs and the fans when they made that comment about if this gets 10,000 likes, we're gonna include a Loba skin. I mean, 10,000 likes is pretty low for a game as popular as Apex, so maybe it was all planned. But yeah, no, I knew that they were going to go this route. It's the game's meant to be played by all ages, so I knew that they weren't going to make anything too erotic, if that's the word for it. But the rest of the skins look pretty tight. Like I'm pretty excited to see what else they have there. I'm excited for the gun skins. But I do feel for those that that were hoping, because there's been a lot of there's a lot of people upset about this apparently online. So sucks if you're one of those people, but really excited to see what the event has to offer, because it is a completely new lineup of skins, and it's pretty exciting. It's always exciting to get new content like that. And next we got the new LTM Heatwave. Looks pretty interesting. You take damage and anywhere outside, unless you're being protected by heat shields or find some sunglasses, or you're indoors. So yeah, as long as you're not outside or protected by some heat protection, you're going to be taking damage constantly. Like, I guess I don't know if it'll be tick damage or if it'll be just a steady drop, but apparently sliding, because you're getting that breeze, gets you a bit of relief from the damage too. So kind of a cool little, I don't know why they're releasing this. This sounds like it's more of a summer event that they're releasing, in spring. I'm Canadian. We just got 60 centimeters of snow. For you Americans, I don't know what that is in inches, but or I guess I could figure it out, but I don't feel like it. But it's a lot of snow, let me tell you. It's about 2 feet of snow, so I guess 24 inches. But yeah, no, it's not really summer weather yet, so I'm not sure why we're getting this event now, but I'm excited to see it nonetheless. Yeah, I relate to this game mode in a few ways there. As a fair-skinned fellow, I'm always looking to protect myself from the sun. I go out there for 30 minutes without any sunscreen, and I'm looking like a lobster, so definitely will be goated in this game mode, because sun protection is not something I am new to. So looking forward to getting into it. We'll see how much the sun damage. I'm curious to see on a map like Storm Point, which is what they advertised in the trailer there. I'm curious to see if you have access to the entire map, because there's a lot of open ground on that map, and be very difficult to traverse it if the damage is decently heavy. Without getting into, I wonder if you can use trees and stuff as for shade. I'm not sure how exactly that works, right? You're gonna definitely need to up the drop rate on flesh heals, but yeah, I'll be interested to see how it plays out. If it's gonna be played on all maps like the rotation is currently, or if it's just gonna be on Storm Point because of the beach element of the lower half. Maybe they'll just include the lower half of the map. That'd be kind of cool. Definitely would ramp up the fighting for the fact that people are going to be a lot indoors a lot more for the game mode. But we'll see. Like I said, I'm not sure what all has been announced about the game mode outside of the release trailer there, which showed the few little niches that it has. But I'm excited to get into it and see what it's got to offer. But yeah, I suppose that covers the bulk of what the event has to offer. I guess we'll get more into it as it obviously comes to us on March 28th. But let me know what you guys think down below. Are you guys upset about the skins? Are you guys upset about the Heirloom? Are you guys upset about the Heatwave? Or are you just super pumped for everything that this event's going to be bringing? Let me know down below. But yeah, before I leave you guys with the rest of the video there, just wanted to talk about a little bit more about Lifeline. Like I said, I've been playing her, having a blast playing her the last few days. She's been my main since Season 1. So I got a soft spot for her. I'm not someone that generally switches characters too often. I've been experimenting the last few seasons as I returned to Apex as my primary game a few seasons ago, where I did more casual. The mid seasons there between season like 10 and 15, I was more casual. I've started to come back since season 15, season 14 a little bit more actively. But no, Lifeline, I had read obviously her, the update that she had gotten and the buff she had gotten, really, really nice. I still don't think she outclasses any of the other support classes, characters. Sorry, mainly because I think Loba's ult just kind of trumps her ult. I know that the Lifeline ult drops way faster now, which is great, and that you get smart loot, but Loba's ult just benefits the team more. Whereas Lifeline, you know, one person's going to get an armor upgrade, you might get a couple bats, and then maybe one attachment you're looking for. But I find Loba's ult, especially, you know, late game, is just if you're in cover and you guys are running low on loot, it can really turn the tide. It's a huge buff where Lifeline's care package, you know, you have to drop it outside, which poses a threat to, you know, getting shot from other teams, and then it's just you know, less loot, a little bit bulkier. So I do think her ultimate still needs some work, but they have done a lot to make it at least more viable, so that's great. And then her auto res, not getting like the speed debuff, at least not nearly as crippling of speed debuff, is huge. Yeah, I still miss the knockdown shield. I know they took that away and then gave it to Newcastle, and that's exactly why I think Newcastle's still a better support legend for in season 16. I think that res shield just gives you a whole dynamic, a new dynamic of skill that you can apply to your character. The kind of like, you know, come get me kind of thing. You can bait characters so well. Use it, you know, aggressively and defensively almost to a certain degree, depending on the situation. But I do think that it gives Newcastle just a different element of skill that you can add to it. Obviously, Lifeline's drone is huge, and the fact that she can auto res 2 characters at once is fantastic. So still a really viable character. And her drone you can use, you know, mid fight, res somebody, drop the drone, fight to defend the res, and then, you know, that teammate just has to pop a bat and they're full health after that. So really good legend. Don't sleep on her for sure. She's really good. And I don't think in this, especially with the buff too, to be able to buy back banners that have been expired, any support legend that you add to your team is massive. You know what I mean? Unless you're, I think everyone should be running a support character, unless maybe you're goated and you're running through every lobby and you just want to play all aggression, movement characters, assault characters, go, and you're able to run through lobbies and ranked. Then that's cool, and I wish I was that good. But for most players, I find that any kind of support legend is just going to complement your team and add to you guys getting more wins and winning more fights, because she can certainly turn the tide. Especially Lifeline with her auto res. You know, the amount of times that we've knocked somebody in a team and we start pushing like crazy, thinking we got this big advantage, and then not realizing they had a Lifeline, the guy's already up, healed, and we pop into the building and they have that. Even though we had the element of the advantage before, now we don't know that there's a third legend up, and you know, it can totally turn the tide in a fight. So she's very good, definitely not to be slept on. But I do plan to get back onto Vantage, as well as experiment with some other characters as well, and I plan to do some more guides, as well as you know, some deep looks into some of the other legends that are a little bit less played. So look for that. But with that, guys, I'm going to end the video here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it entertaining, and I hope you're excited for the next chapter of Apex to come here. And until then, guys, we'll see you in the next video.
Flash. Fine. Yep. 109 on him. Damn it.
Gotcha. Fuck, he's cracked like one shot. Did you get him?
Yeah, we're good. I can get you the drone there if you want to.
You have a team behind you too?
I broke one.
Okay. Just so you guys know, you have a team behind you.
Okay.
I'm running to you guys.
Oh yeah, move here.
Engage is still behind us.
Got one? Yeah. Okay. Lifeline's rising right here. She's low as well. She's gonna swap my shield. They're both up over here. Octane's 1 HP. Coming in.
Back there fighting. Or
no, they just killed
one
the
of them
squad.
is-
They just killed the squad.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get my loot right here. You coming?
Attention. Delivering care package.
blue with heals in it.
That should be my loot there.
There's a
This-
cat reloading. We're already on fight. Enemy taken.
They went right here. Right here.
Nice cock.
Turn around, Skooma.
Bloodhound's right here, dude.
Say one.
One left.
Squad knocked.
All right, get your heals up. I'll watch.
Just giving my shields a recharge. Just giving my
I
shields
can
a
pop it back.
Bloodhound's broke.
Okay.
Oh, the watchman was one.
Rotate. Flames, one shot, one shot.
Got him. Look, teammates over here.
Nice.
Got him.